I know, I heard. Yeah. It was so funny. Wait, when you get Fargo. You had said one thing, Joey, something about like your Fargo rating mostly based on bar Kimberly. My ex was the same way. He's like at 630 something. And people are always like, oh, like you're gonna crush this tournament and then I'm on table tournament. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm confident in my one table. I'm calling night. You're what? Ooh. Yes. Do what?
All right, can you guys hear me? We have Molina Mike against Patreon supporter Gabby, and we're going to be checking out this match. Gabby goes to 2, Molina Mike goes to 7, and it's going to be pretty fun. If you guys can hear me, let me know so I don't waste my breath in here. I want to make sure that we give these guys their due. And so Gabby cuts a ball on the side. She's got stripes. She's in a little bit of trouble here. You got the 12 and the 11 tied up with the 1. You got the 15 down table. That's funny, I tell you why. Gabby's going to play the 11, just a little kind of holding shot there, pushes it down to a good spot. Molina looks like he can get his 1 ball out of trouble. And really, even though the 6, 15, and 7 are a bit tied up, and the 8, it's actually not too bad a shape for Molina. If I were him, I'd get the 4 ball out of there right now, roll down under the 5 and the 2, so then you could shoot the 6. But, you know, you're leaving yourself the possibility of a combination now, 6 to 4, later in the rack. So Mike's down on this ball. Actually plays a really nice shot, making the brown 7 up in the top right corner. He's in good shape now on the 3. His biggest problem is going to be the 6 ball. So, yeah. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So his biggest problem here is going to be the 6 ball because it really doesn't have too many pockets. He's going to shoot the 3. So he's kind of wait until the last minute to deal with this 6, which is going to come back to bite him, I think. I don't even know what I'd do from here. You got to find a window for the 4, I guess. Looks like he tried to do that. And if he does, I don't think he does. I don't think he got there on the 4 ball, which leaves him in a real bad spot on the 6 because I don't think it passes the 8 in the side. So let's see what he does here. I don't even know what he's going to do. He takes a flyer, tries to cut the ball up in the corner, and leaves Gabby a pretty good chance here. She's got the 15 ball. So if I were her, I'd just roll the 15 ball in nice and soft. It's going to come 1 rail out for the red striped 11. But let's see how she decides to play it. 12 ball sitting up there. The side's available. The corner's available. Nice. Not quite on the 15 ball. That's going to cost her here. Mike just puts a little draw stroke on this 6 ball, and then the 4 ball's kind of a hanger. Not really. Even Mike can't mess this one up. So here he is on the purple 4. Little bit tricky here for the 8. If I were him, I'd just roll with a little bit of high right English and then shoot the 8 in the opposite side pocket. Or you can come with a little outside like he tried, and he had a good shot here. He got back for the 8 in the corner, and Molina's going to go up 1-0 in this 7-2 race. So I think they're probably going to do alternate break. Molina and I started our match of 10 ball. It was a 9-4 race, and after I won the first rack and I was feeling good and broke those balls, he broke the opener. Then I won the 3rd game, and I went to go break again. He said, no, it's alternate break. So what are you going to do? Guys, this is actually not our table here. We kind of commandeered the table at the booth next door, which absolutely 0 people have used this whole time that we've been here. And ours, the problem is a little too close to our camera equipment here, so couldn't really do anything with that. Molina breaks the balls. Looks like he's breaking dry here, so Gabby's going to have the first crack at this rack. Looking at these balls, the 3 ball is a problem, so that would kind of keep me from taking the solids. if you look at the position of the 11 ball near the side pocket, you can pocket that and use that to clip the 13 out of there. So I like stripes from here. And a couple options for a starter. You could start with the 10 in the corner or the 14 in the corner.
Claudia.
Test.
Testing.
Let me hear you, Claudia.
Hello.
There's Claudia. She is Gabby's friend. She's here and co-commentating with me.
Here I am.
Claudia, what do you think of this event? Is this your first time here?
This is my first time for BCA.
It's pretty nuts, right?
It is.
You having fun?
I'm having a lot of fun. It's been really exciting to see all the pros and being able to rub elbows with them and, wait in the same line as like Albin Oshan. I forgot how to pronounce
You
his
said it
last
right.
name.
Yeah. Albin Ocean. Yeah, it's like you're at Starbucks and you turn around and there's a pro pool player right behind you. It's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to have all of us here in the same space.
Yeah. So what do you make of this particular match here? Do you think, oh, look at this cross bank by Gabby. She's taking it to Molina Mike. Hopefully she can see this 13 ball here. Do you think Gabby's going to win this match?
I think Gabby can definitely win this match. But given that she only has 2 balls left, I do think that the shot on the 12 looks like it's going to be a little bit challenging.
Yeah.
But I'm confident she can do it. Oh, I didn't realize she can see the 13 from
Yeah,
that
she
angle.
could, but now she's real close to the 12 ball.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty challenging, but I think knowing Gabby, she'll probably play a pretty decent safety.
I think she's calling in the side.
Oh, she's going to go for it. All right.
Yeah, she might have to jack up a little to avoid a foul, and if Molina Mike calls a foul on her, then I'm not going to be on the show with him anymore. Okay, she's going to stroke through the ball and go down table.
Oh, let's see.
Problem's going to be the 8 ball. Good shot. I don't know if she can get the cue ball around the 1. If she can and play it like a little 1-rail kick shot, she's in business. Let's see. Yes, she did.
Hey.
What a shot by Gabby.
Go, Gabby.
It is now 1-1. By the way, Molina goes to 7. Gabby goes to 2. So Molina, like, a good player would have a hard time from here. So Molina Mike's really going to be... Molina said that Gabby's way underrated. I looked her up, she only has just over 200 scores. So sometimes in Fargo it takes a little while to establish, your kind of forever handicap or something close to your skill level. So it is possible she's underrated, but I tell you what, she looked real good that rack.
Yeah, she did really, really well. She's definitely warming up for her matches later.
Do you play pool, Claudia?
I do, yes.
So how long have you been playing?
I've been playing for about 7 years in league. And then the past years when I really started training and practicing a lot more.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you have aspirations to go pretty far in pool?
I hope one day to feel confident to play in an open. But right now I just want to be able to make sure I'm consistently making all my easy shots all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's the first step, right? Once you can make the shot you're supposed to make on a consistent basis, then you kind of, take on some more difficult shots, and then you kind of keep progressing that way. So Gabby broke dry. Molina tries for the 6 ball on the side and shoots it right into the rail. Gabby's back on the stripes, and she's looking really good here. I like the way the stripes are laid out. Now, again, similar to the last rack, there's just an interesting way to kind of play these balls to get yourself out of trouble. So if I'm Gabby, I'm kind of holding the cue ball right here, and she tried to draw back. But I would have tried to get the 12 out of there and deal with that at that time, because then you open up a path for the 8. I think it does go anyway, but the 12 might be more difficult to get on later in the rack. So I like dealing with those problems pretty quickly. I think she's going to play the 10 here. I think she can see that 10. She is. I'm kind of watching her. You can't really see her on the video. Oh, she couldn't see the 10, and she actually fouled. She didn't hit a rail there. Let's see if Molina sees it. We're definitely not going to tell him if he didn't see it.
Secret is safe over here.
Do you live in the Bay Area as well, Claudia?
I do. I'm based in San Francisco.
Awesome. How's the pool scene there?
It is definitely a growing scene. But since I've been in Vegas, we've seen so many other people from the Bay Area. I didn't realize that the sport had expanded so far throughout.
Yeah, it's been a tough few years with COVID, and it depends on where you lived in the country. San Francisco obviously was a place that was locked down pretty good, And so I imagine it was kind of tough to get out and play, and now things are starting to kind of come back to normal. Molina Mike, scratch in the corner. Okay, Gabby's going to have 5 balls plus the 8 ball to negotiate here. Claudia, what would you start with, out of curiosity?
I always start with ones in the side pocket first. For some reason, it just feels easier to like handle the balls in the middle. But like you mentioned earlier, I think the 12 or the 13 might be something you want to address a little bit sooner.
Yeah, 12's a bit of a problem. And, I love what you said there. We each have our strengths and weaknesses, and as we're coming up as players, if you can understand your strengths and weaknesses, that's going to make you better, right? So even if the shot in the side pocket isn't the right shot to shoot right now for a player of my caliber, it may be for you because it's going to give you some confidence and momentum throughout the rack. I'm probably shooting the 12 ball here. I saw a couple of strokes that Gabby's had where she can put a little draw stroke on it. So I'm just going to shoot the ball and draw back a couple inches and then have the 10 in the side. And if you look at the position of the 6 ball, you can play the 10 into the side of the 6. It's still going to go in the side pocket.
Like a little carom
Yep.
action.
Very good. She did get a little jacked up over the 8 ball. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, she made
Beautiful.
it. Just brushed the 6 ball. She didn't even need the 6 ball for that. She had a nice shot. So now you're looking at this, and you most likely will try to save the 11 for your last ball. But you always have to be willing to alter your plan in 8 ball. So let's see what happens here. So she makes the 14. If she makes this 9 ball, a more advanced player would make the 9 with a little right-hand spin and just miss the 1 ball and come out towards the center of the table. But if she's uncomfortable with that, the 11 works just as well. So she can make the 11 and come into that space between the 5 and 7. And then she can still make the 9 and work the cue ball back down the table because the 9, she probably won't be straight in. So she'll have a good opportunity to use the natural angle there.
It does look like she's going for the 11.
Yeah, I think I like that for her from here. It kind of has natural position. You just have to make the ball and not scratch in the opposite side. She had a good speed, but a little too fat. Yeah, didn't quite get there. Can you see okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Molina's back at the table. Let's see if he can gobble these balls up. I think the 8.
Oh.
He misses his first shot. I think Gabby's got him sharked a little. He's feeling the heat. Gabby's already on the hill.
She is. The pressure is really on here.
Yeah, right? He's got to win 7 in a row. I don't think he's ever done that in his life.
Right now he just needs to win 1 to stay in this.
Okay, she got there. Hold on, slow down, slow down. Nope. Molina's over here begging, too. She did roll a little bit far behind that ball. A little harder, a little softer. She was good, but she rolled to the exact place that you can't beat. There was a really good player, Claudia, on the East Coast. Well, he actually lived in a number of places, but his name was Jerry Slivka. And I love this story about him. One time someone asked him, if you could give a player one piece of advice about pool, what would it be? And he said, think of the absolute worst thing that can happen on every shot and don't do that.
That is excellent advice.
Well, how often do you see that? Where it's like, all you have to do is not get behind this ball and you get behind that ball,
So often.
Yeah. All right, if I'm Molina, I'm dealing with the 5 ball. What is going on?
He's losing it.
I hope, man. I hope he starts playing better than this. Well, he might not have a chance. All right, so you see this shot, Claudia? She's got a little bit of an angle. I like hitting this with just a pure center ball shot. Pure center ball shot. It would what we call stun over to the side rail and came out right for the 8 ball. She missed the shot. I think she feels bad for Molina. She wants this to last a little longer. All right, I like the position of that 6 ball for my last shot. So I like the 7, then the 1, then the 5, and then leave the 6 by the side.
Where would the 5 be going?
Well, he got a little straight on the 1, but I would make the 5 in the same corner he just made the last ball. And then if you just tap the 6 in, you got a great shot on the 8. So that's why I leave that there. Uh-oh, he scratches. He's going to go down here. All right, let's see what Gabby does here.
Sometimes ball in hand, even though it's such an advantage, can be so intimidating with how many options you have to do. How do you handle your ball in hand moments and make sure that they're effective.
Look, she did it again. And especially in a team setting, right? Because in a team setting, you naturally kind of take this stance of what are my teammates thinking I should do, right? And so it's almost like you get away from what you want to do naturally, and you're like, should I please them? Should I do what I think they would want me to do? Wow. He banked that ball in. It looked like it wasn't even going to go.
Oh, wow.
See what I mean by where the position of the 6 ball is?
Okay, at least perfect angle for the 8.
Yeah. Tap it in, 8 in the corner. So Mike's going to take this one. I think it's going to be 1-1 after this one. Claudia, have you been able to catch our show yet?
I have not. Gabby told me about this when she wanted to play against you all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've been talking about our branding and how it can be a little bit confusing. So we're going to make some changes soon. But right now, I have something called Pool Player Podcast, and we're actually streaming to YouTube right now on Pool Player Podcast. I have a Facebook page of the same name, and then Molina Mike has a Facebook page called Windows Open. And we stream to those 3 locations whenever we do a show. We typically talk about pool and, the pro game and different issues that come up in pool. So that's kind of what we do. So check us out. Yeah.
What do we have to look forward to with these upcoming changes?
Well, it's just somebody was saying one day, like, I try to tell somebody to watch your show, but then they asked, well, what's it called? And they said, well, it's Pool Player Podcast, but it's on Windows Open, and it's called Doggin It. So, we have to come up with a better way to kind of, make sure that our name is recognized, pretty easily without people having to hunt around for it. This would be a good shot here if she can make this ball. I was just going to say, normally when you miss that ball, you don't cut it enough. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I think, does Mike have stripes? No, it looks like he's looking at the 6
might still be open.
Oh, no, maybe he has stripes.
I'm not a huge fan of the current layout of the table.
No.
It all looks generally not advantageous for anyone.
That's a great way to put that. Yeah, it's a little tough. If I were choosing right now, if this were an open table, obviously one thing that needs to factor into your decision is, can you make an opening ball, right? That's the first thing you kind of have to think of. If stripes look great, but you can't make a stripe, well, then you obviously can't take stripes. So he's got a back cut here on the 14 where he could start his run, and he is going to attempt that. I kind of like that because notice the position of the 15 and 13. He could use that to break out the 9 later in the rack and the 8 ball as well. But he misses. So even though the 9 ball is really snuggled in there with the 8 and 6, that means the 6 is tied up too. So from Gabby's perspective here, I like still going with stripes. Solids, to me, have a little less potential here. Unless she already has solids. Wait, how many balls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She may already have solids.
Yeah.
Because she's only looking at solids. A good shot here is to shoot the 2 ball into the left side of the 1, and you might still be able to make it.
Karam, the 2 off the 1?
Yeah. That would have been a good shot because it also would have broken up the 1-5.
Well, the 4 now has a new job of protecting that pocket.
It sure does. Mike's going to shoot the 14. He can break out the 9 here.
All right.
He's really playing poorly.
It's quite the Hail Mary.
Yeah. It was actually a very makeable shot. It's just sometimes when people are focusing on where the cue ball's got to go, they don't bear down and actually make the ball.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Gabby misses that 1 ball because she clipped the 5 just barely coming in.
Good eye. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Claudia, where do you guys play out there in San Francisco?
We play out of a pool hall called Family Billiards out in San Francisco.
How many tables they have?
Ooh, good question.
Approximately.
I want to say about between 20 and 30.
Oh, wow. Big room.
There's a number of tables. They have a couple bar tables and then a lot of 9-footers.
Awesome. Do you guys play on the big tables or the little tables?
We play on the big tables in one of our leagues. In our other leagues, it's all bar tables.
Gotcha.
We like to diversify our pool league nights.
I see. So Molina here is kind of in a tough spot. The 4 ball is guarding that pocket, as you mentioned earlier. The 15 ball, what I may consider doing here is just roll the 12 in. Or no, that's the 11 ball up top. And then just roll the 11 into the 1 here, nice and softly, then you create the same situation for Gabby that she did for you. And his 15 ball will be ahead of all of her solids near that pocket, and the 5-6 isn't really in bad shape anyway. Let's see what he does here. Gotta hit this real soft. This was, he hit it real hard.
I am a fan of this sacrifice defense move, but he did hit it really hard that he kind of lost the advantage of that.
I don't think he was trying that, actually.
You think he was trying to make the 11 in afterwards?
I don't know what he was thinking.
Oh, my goodness.
What were you trying to do there, boss? Okay. Look, Gabby's just putting balls up close to the pocket and going to make Mike's life pretty miserable here.
She's going to set herself up for quite the run.
Let's see if he hits this one soft. Okay, he did. And he put it in a good position, too. He's going to be able to see that 15 ball from most places on the table, and she's really locked out there. I like what she's thinking here, though. I think she's going to bank the 5, or at least just roll straight into the 5 and leave the cue ball behind the 6 would be a nice move. Like this. Oh, she went to the other side of the 5. I like the shot I came up with by hitting the 5 and banking it out a little, because then the 5 ball might get in the clear. Now she kept the 5 ball in front of the 15, but that was playable as well. Okay. She actually, she's going to shoot the 6 into the 15 here. Okay. Look at the way his 15 and 14 got tangled up down here. He might be able to still make the 14. Let's see. All right. Gabby's got a chance. Looks like she's going to have to cut the 6. It might be a long reach.
Yeah, she might need the bridge for that.
Well,
do you normally call it a bridge or a rest?
Well, we call it a bridge in the United States usually. In Europe, they call it a rest. Some people call it a rake. Multiple names. But we don't have one here, so she's kind of in trouble.
That's
a good effort. She was trying to put the cue ball in the back of the 6 ball there. She did leave him long. Ooh, that got a little ugly. Uh-oh, what happened? So the 15 and the 13 are now crooked, and they don't go. So let's see what he does here. See, he's going to thin the 15, try to go right behind it. That's just a mean shot. That's just a mean shot. That's a mean shot to do to one of our Patreon supporters.
Gabby's on the hill, though. This game could end really quickly if he doesn't play moves like this.
Yeah.
And it'll be a good warm-up for her when she starts playing her singles match later.
Yeah. So John Zverin from YouTube says it's also called the crutch. Yeah, so a lot of names for that. Guys, while you're watching, we got about almost 36 people in here. Tell me your thoughts on Molina Mike's play so far. Let's give it a grade, like grade school, like A, B, C, D, E, F minus. Let me know. What do you think, Claudia?
This is my first time ever seeing him play. I would probably give him just an average C.
You're too nice, Claudia. You're too nice. He's going to draw back here, maybe shoot the 8 in the side. Or no, try to draw way back. But did you see the spin? He had the wrong spin on that. He needed to be to the left side, low left English to spin back and open up. He had low right English on it. I think he's cutting this or he's banking this. So that was a good little two-way shot where he banks it, tries to put the cue ball on the rail to leave a lot of distance for Gabby. But you know what? As she splits the 5 and the 6 here with the cue ball, it's almost a guarantee the 5 ball is going to go. She can even, depending on the position of the 5 ball, sometimes hit the 6 first and make it off a carom. So if I were her, I'm calling the 5 ball here and just trying to get the cue ball right down the middle of those 2 balls. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I'd either hit the 6 first, or I would tap the 5 in. Let's see, did it go?
Got it.
It went.
Beautiful shot. And now she's got the 6 ball. Just a straight high English shot. Will come one rail and get her over by the 7. We'll see if she can do that here. Is that very loud? Is that thing?
It's a little, yeah.
Can you mute it? Can you mute that mic?
Yeah, sorry.
We don't want to. We're not here to watch Josh Filler. We're here to watch Molina Mike.
And Gabby.
Yeah. And Gabby. Couldn't forget about Gabby. Nice shot there on the
Beautiful.
7. She's going to have a little bit of a tough shot here on the 8, but you know what? You take what you get, and you just bear down and do your best to make it.
Yeah, as my grandma would say, you take what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Don't throw a fit. That's right.
Oh, she's going for that corner pocket.
I'm looking at all the comments here. It's so funny. Somebody's finally glad to see the Predator table in action. Molina actually plays pool. He's been terrible.
Some harsh critics over here.
Yeah,
Love
one
it.
of our
Keep it
other
coming.
supporters, Shorty Dancer. Oh, look at his shot. What a
Yes.
shot.
Oh, that's game.
That is it. Gabby
Oh my
wraps
God.
it up. She puts Molina to shame.
You're not doing more like me before my match.
Hey, am I up